Hello and welcome to Little Learners. In this video I'm going to be talking about exceeding descriptors. If you find this video helpful at any point, please do give it a like as it really helps out the channel. Now, exceeding descriptors are part of the Early Years Foundation Stage framework. I've made videos on the EYFS and the Early Learning Goals before, so I will link those in the description box below. At the end of the EYFS, when children reach the end of reception, they are assessed against the Early Learning Goals. Against each of these goals, they are given a level. They are aiming for the expected level. Children who do not reach the expected level by achieving the goal will receive the level emerging, and children who have exceeded the goal and are actually doing a lot more than the goal has stated may achieve exceeding. When giving a child an emerging level, there aren't descriptors for that. It just means that they haven't achieved everything included, or the majority of things included, in the expected level. However, to decide whether or not a child has met the exceeding level, there are separate descriptors for this. So what I'm going to do is remove myself from the screen and just put the descriptors up on the screen for you so that you can see what they are. If you would like a follow-up video to this for activities you can do to help you assess children against the exceeding descriptors, do let me know in the comments below. That's certainly a video I can make if you are interested. Now, I feel like I should just mention here that this is for the current EYFS as it currently stands. There are proposed changes. I did make a video on that. They are quite minor. However, that could change. So if there are changes, I will update you in a video when that happens. First of all, let's look at the exceeding descriptors for the prime areas of learning. Communication and language. Listening and attention. Children listen to instructions and follow them accurately, asking for clarification if necessary. They listen attentively with sustained concentration to follow a story without pictures or props. They can listen in a larger group, for example at assembly. Understanding. After listening to stories, children can express views about events or characters in the story and answer questions about why things happened. They can carry out instructions which contain several parts in a sequence. Speaking. Children show some awareness of the listener by making changes to language and non-verbal features. They recount experiences and imagine possibilities, often connecting ideas. They use a range of vocabulary in imaginative ways to add information, express ideas, or to explain or justify actions or events. Physical development. Moving and handling. Children can hop confidently and skip in time to music. They hold paper in position and use their preferred hand for writing, using a correct pencil grip. They are beginning to be able to write on lines and control letter size. Health and self-care. Children know about and can make healthy choices in relation to healthy eating and exercise. They can dress and undress independently, successfully managing fastening buttons or laces. Personal, social and emotional development. Self-confidence and self-awareness. Children are confident speaking to a class group. They can talk about the things they enjoy and are good at, and about the things they do not find easy. They are resourceful in finding support when they need help or information. They can talk about the plans they have made to carry out activities and what they might change if they were to repeat them. Managing feelings and behaviour. Children know some ways to manage their feelings and are beginning to use these to maintain control. They can listen to each other's suggestions and plan how to achieve an outcome without adult help. They know when and how to stand up for themselves appropriately. They can stop and think before acting, and they can wait for things they want. Making relationships. Children play group games with rules. They understand someone else's point of view can be different from theirs. They resolve minor disagreements through listening to each other to come up with a fair solution. They understand what bullying is and that it is unacceptable behaviour. Now let's look at the exceeding descriptors for these specific areas of learning. Literacy. Reading. Children can read phonically regular words of more than one syllable, as well as many irregular but high-frequency words. They use phonic, semantic, and syntactic knowledge to understand unfamiliar vocabulary. They can describe the main events in the simple stories they have read. Writing. Children can spell phonically regular words of more than one syllable, as well as many irregular but high-frequency words. They use key features of narrative in their own writing. Mathematics. Numbers. Children estimate a number of objects and check quantities by counting up to 20. They solve practical problems that involve combining groups of 2, 5, or 10, or sharing into equal groups. Shape, space, and measure. Children estimate, measure, weigh and compare, and order objects and talk about properties, position, and time. Understanding the world. People and communities. Children know the difference between past and present events in their own lives and some reasons why people's lives were different in the past. They know that other children have different likes and dislikes and that they may be good at different things. They understand that different people have different beliefs, attitudes, customs and traditions, and why it is important to treat them with respect. The world. Children know that the environment and living things are influenced by human activity. They can describe some actions which people in their own community do that help to maintain the area they live in. They know the properties of some materials and can suggest some of the purposes that they are used for. They are familiar with basic scientific concepts such as floating, sinking, and experimentation. Technology. Children find out about and use a range of everyday technology. They select appropriate applications that support an identified need, for example in deciding how best to make a record of a special event in their lives, such as a journey on a steam train. Expressive arts and design. Exploring and using media and materials. Children develop their own ideas through selecting and using materials and working on processes that interest them. Through their explorations, they find out and make decisions about how media and materials can be combined and changed. Being imaginative. Children talk about the ideas and processes which have led them to make music, designs, images, or products. They can talk about features of their own and others' work, recognizing the differences between them and the strengths of others. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions about exceeding descriptors, do leave them in the comments below. I can always make a further follow-up video to this. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for more informative videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.